Hey everyone, I am your fave nurse B. Thanks for coming back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about the pros and cons of working agency. So I know you're like, Nurse B, where's your face? It's a lot easier for me to just do this video as a voiceover. So just bear with me. Let me know, do you like videos this style? It's kind of like a podcast, but it's just easier for me to get videos out. And I really want to get into doing videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then I'm more than likely going to be going live like either on Fridays or Saturdays. So that's that. Before we go into the video, make sure you like this video, you comment down below. Are you working in agency? Do you plan on working agency? I would also like to know if there's any CNAs out there that work agency and kind of like what the pros and cons of it for you is. And also share my content, share my channel, and follow me on Instagram at YourFavNurseB #1. You can also join the Fave Nurse B Facebook group Oh, you all, my website. I'm going to be doing an official video talking about it, but it's www.YourFavNurseB.com. It is live. I'm going to be adding way more information on there, blogs for you all, information that I'm not going to have videos about. You have to read about it, and I'm going to go into more detail. And also right now I have some study templates. So I'm giving away my nursing notes for free up until December 8th, 2019. I'm going to be giving them away for free. But I have these templates up there for you all that you can download and print yourself, and you can use them to input your own information and make your own notes, because I think that's still a great way to learn, is to write it out for yourself, put it in your own words, and then you can use my notes and your books and your teachers and your PowerPoints and all that jazz as a reference. All right, so let's get into the video. Okay, so the pros to working agency. So this is from a nursing perspective, but I believe this can go for CNAs. So first pro, of course, is the pay, you all. The pay is a lot better working agency. So just as a give you all reference, working in a nursing home as an LPN with about how many years? 4 years of experience, I was making anywhere from $21 to $23 an hour base pay. And working agency, I automatically got bumped up to $30 an hour. Now, that's just base pay. A lot of these facilities, they will pay you even more to come in because they're so short-staffed. I've had them say, hey, we'll pay you $4 more an hour or $5 more an hour, and you'll get free stat pay. So stat pay is basically, with this agency that I'm at, you have to wait like a week to get your paycheck. But at this agency, stat pay, the fee is usually $25 to get it the next business day. But with them, they'll give you free stat pay and you'll get more per hour. So that's a bonus. And then on top of that, the place where I work, they have like all these different bonuses that they give you just for picking up shifts. So that's one of the biggest freaking pros to work in agency. And depending on the agency in which you go to, sometimes they'll pay you like that same exact day, like as if you're like out bartending or something. So that's a huge pro. And with that being said, just as a tip, I would definitely say if you want to do agency nursing, make sure you work more than one agency. And I'll probably do a video telling you like some agency nursing tips. Let me know if you all want to see that video. All right, so the next pro is that there's decrease in drama. So you all know when you work at a job, typically over time, people start having animosity towards each other, and there's like little tiffs and fights and all this drama back and forth. When you're an agency nurse, you just come in, do your job, keep it pushing. Like, you don't really know what is going on with the office politics of it all. You don't care what management's doing. You're not some disgruntled employee. You're coming in, getting your agency nurse money, and you're leaving. Like, you don't really care about any of that, and you shouldn't. Do not. Okay, I'm going to put that in my tips video. I'm going to do the video. But yeah, don't get wrapped up in their drama. And you don't have to. You come in, do your work, be happy, jolly nurse, and keep it pushing. That's what I love about being an agency nurse. All right, so the next pro is that you have more choices. So this kind of goes back to the drama. And basically, if you don't like a certain facility, you can choose to not go there anymore. I mean, versus if you actually work at a job, full-time, part-time, whatever, you're there. That's your job. If you don't like it, you're just there. You have to deal with it. Of course, you can get another job, but with agency, there's so many more options. If you go somewhere and you're like, oh, this place is dirty, oh, it's so unorganized, I just don't like it here, Boom, don't go there anymore. That's that. You have a lot more choices and flexibility in your schedule. So that's the next tip, or the next pro, is that you have more flexibility in your schedule. You can make your own schedule. You can basically create the schedule that you want, the life that you want, the lifestyle that you want. If you want to take 2 weeks off, do it. You want to just double it up and work a whole bunch of agency days for a week and then take 2 weeks off to go on vacation, it's perfectly fine. I mean, you did it. You're making your money. You're getting the time and the hours that you need, and you're basically creating your own schedule. That's a big, big pro to being an agency nurse. And then the next pro would be easier assignments. So actually, I was working at a facility I picked up recently. I don't know if you all saw me on IG, but I picked up like I don't know, like last month. And one of the nurses, in turns, come to find out, I actually knew her from another job. That's why you should never burn your bridges. Always keep it cool with people. I met two or three people at that job that I had known from a previous job. Anyways, and we were just talking, and she was like, oh, you're on the easy floor. They always give the agency nurses easier floors. And I thought about it. I was like, you know what? That probably is true, because they're thinking like, okay, this is agency. He or she doesn't work here. So we want to make sure they put them somewhere where they can get in, understand the work, and keep it pushing. Like, they don't want it to be too hard on you, because you don't really know the facility or the patients. And also, they want you to come back and work, so they don't want to work you too hard, right? So I think that is definitely a pro. All right, so another pro is that when you're new, people put on their mask, right? They want to be nice and cheery to you. They put their representative on, their representative face, and they're actually nicer to you, you all. People are super nice when you're the agency nurse. One, because they're happy that you came in. They're not working short. And two, you're a new face, so more than likely you're going to get nicer aides, nicer nurses working with you. People are going to be more chill with you because you're like neutral. You haven't taken any sides. So do not feed into the drama and start taking sides. Don't be that agency nurse, okay? So that's one of the pros. People are nice. They want to help you. They say, I got this done for you, or I did this, that way or here are all your people that get this done. I roll them up here for you so you don't have to go and looking for them. Like, people are super helpful when you're an agency nurse, and they're nice. Trust me, they really are. So bank on that. Be like, okay, thank you. Y'all are so nice here. I really appreciate it. Like, judge them up because they're helping you out. Like, every time I go somewhere, people are super nice. I don't know if it's just me. I'm like bringing the vibe of being like, hey, you all, what you need me to do? I'm your favorite nurse B. I don't know if it's my vibe or their vibe, but I think people are just nicer when they see a new face. Especially when they realize like you actually know what you're doing. Like, they're like more amped to be like nice to you. So those are the pros. Let's get into the cons. So one of the biggest cons, even though the pay is really good with agency, depending on where you go, there are no benefits. So if you have children, this is something you need. You need to have those benefits, whether it be your 401k, your health insurance, your vision, your dental, long-term and short-term disability. You do not have that working agency. Now, some places do have that. It's probably you have to work there for a year and work full-time shifts for a year. Like, you have to be there, so some places do have it, but from what I've seen, they don't. And I think that's pretty much what dictates why they're able to pay you so much more than you working full-time or part-time somewhere else. So no benefits, but there's ways around that. If you're married, you can have your spouse can get benefits at their job, and you can, work agency, whatever. There's ways around it. Even if you're not married, there's still ways around it. And you would have to just weigh out, the cost to getting your own private insurance, all that jazz. You have to weigh it out and see, is it worth it for you and your family? So the next con is that they're very strict about their policies and their attendance, because these facilities are short. They really need nurses to come in, do their job, and keep it pushing. So if you're one of those people who like to stroll on into a job out of uniform, coming in with your McDonald's, like this, I'm not saying that agency is not for you, but it's one thing to stroll into your regular job late. I mean, people hate it. It's frowned upon, whatever. You're a body, you're here. But with agency, and you all are so crazy. I just got a freaking alert on my phone to come in and work agency, stat pay, and you get $4 more an hour. Help, please. Okay, yeah, can't do that. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, you doing agency, you don't want to be that nurse who comes in late, because sometimes that facility will report you. And yeah, you don't want that. They want nurses who can come in, do what they have to do, like I said, and keep it pushing. So you need to level up if you want to become an agency nurse, and do it well. You don't want to be a guest in someone's facility and you're that nurse. Okay. So moving on, cancellations. Agencies will cancel you. You will be like, okay, I got my money this time. You know how you plan your money out and you say, I'm going to work these many shifts. I'm going to make this much money. I'm going to make these type of moves. Guess what? You get canceled. You get canceled. Now, I've only gotten canceled twice. And I think the main reasons is because they told me this facility, I had never picked up there. Even though I had worked there before, I never picked up there through agency. And they were like, oh, you need to get orientation. And they don't orientate people on the weekend. So they canceled me. So that's that. But besides that, I've never been canceled a shift thus far. I don't pick up super often, but I've never been canceled. But that it can happen. They can cancel you with the quickness, and they don't have to pay you anything, and you already have your money scheduled out, and you got your plans, you got a babysitter, you got this and the third, and they cancel you. That's why it's good to work more than one agency, so you can have that cushion there. You can have the variety. And then the last con is that more than likely you're going to have little to no training. So when I pick up, more than likely, I keep saying more than likely you should like, comment, and subscribe. Whenever I pick up, I will probably have about an hour in orientation. And this is what the orientation is. You agency? Girl, it ain't nothing going on. Let me see what I can show you. Hold on. Or who? Oh, you coming in? Oh, well, I didn't know I was supposed to. All right, well, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Like, I even had it one time. I think I told you all in another video. I'll link it for you all. But the person was like, what? I've only been here for 3 days and they want me to orientate you. I even had to orientate somebody, and I was the agency nurse. I'm like, wait, why am I orientating somebody? I'm an agency nurse. I was like, what type of place is this? Can I get a bonus for orientating? Like, why am I orientating your employees? Like, this is crazy. That was a whole thing. But anywho, you need to catch on fast. You need to be a strong nurse. So I don't want to scare you away and you be like, am I a strong nurse? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do agency. No, agency is awesome. It's amazing. Do it. But there's a reason why they have you have about 1 year to 2 years of experience in a specialty or whatever the case may be, because they want you to be strong. They want you to be able to get in where you fit in and keep it pushing. They want you to be basically a sound, prudent nurse. Like, they want to make sure that you can come in, do your job, right? So if you are in that learning phase, or that phase where you haven't really caught on to getting your ebb and flow of nursing, and you don't have what NurseB calls that nurse swagger, like, it's going to be harder for you to navigate working as an agency nurse. But I don't want to fear you. I don't want to scare you from doing it. Definitely try it, because you should really challenge yourself in this field, or you're going to start to not like it. And you don't want to be that nurse who's afraid to try something new, or who doesn't sharpen up their clinical skills. No, try it, but just know that you're going to have to catch on fast. But don't become super bombarded by that. More than likely, if you're picking up in a nursing home, and I can only talk about that because that's my point of reference as an LPN. But of course, LPNs can work in hospitals. But for me, what I've worked at is nursing homes. You're going to come in, do AccuChecks, give out pills, do wounds. And if you have to do tube feeding, you got to do that. Like, there's specific things you have to do. It's not crazy. You follow the treatment book or whatever, and you go from there. So you do have to catch on fast, but you'll get it. If you know how to be a nurse, you know how to be a nurse. That's that. My thing is, a nurse is a nurse is a nurse. No matter where you put him or her, they're still a nurse. And you just got to get in where you fit in. So the last con that I actually just thought about is that, and it just went away from me. Oh my gosh, that fast. The last con is the system. You don't know that facility. So if they have computer systems, computer charting, that can be a pain in the butt. Because if you don't know their computer system, like, oh my gosh, it's like that's your whole shift trying to figure out the computer system. So they might have more training for you if they have computer charting. Some nursing homes don't have it. So they might have more training for you if you have to do that. So that's good. You'll get more of that training on the computers, but it can be a headache learning it. But the plus side is you learn a new skill, right? So there's always a silver lining to everything. There's always a pro and a con to a pro and a con, right? So that's that. So that leads to my con. My next con is that people don't know you, right? So they don't know how you are. They don't know how to treat you. They don't know what they can get away with. So hopefully you're working with some strong, good CNAs, patient care techs, because people will try you. They'll go on these long extended breaks. They'll get lost. They'll not give showers because you're just there trying to work. You're not like, I wouldn't say you're not there to discipline people, because at the end of the day, it's your job to be the charge nurse and to be the nurse, but you're new, like you don't really know that place that well. So you're wanting to make sure you get your work done. It's like being a new nurse every time you clock into a new facility as an agency nurse. So they, depending on the people you're working with, they might be kind of, I don't know, like they might feel like they can get away with a lot because you're an agency nurse. So that's one thing as a con. But I find that, you communicate with your staff, talk to them, like say, hey, let me know if you all go on break, whatever, you have to just set that standard for yourself at the beginning of the shift. Make sure you come in on time or come earlier, because, you have to put on your face and you have to set a standard. People have to respect you. So there's a lot to it. But that's definitely one of the cons. And then also patients don't know you. So patients might try you. They'd be like, can I get this? Or can you give me a cigarette? Or can you take me here? Or can you do this? Or can I have an extra this? They try to play you in the A, be like, they diabetic, don't get them that. Or she already went outside to smoke. Or she can't go out to smoke, it's too late. Like they try to play you. Or the family members are like, oh, here's a new nurse. Let me go ask for this thing that I've been asking for 8 months, and everybody's told me no, and I know the answer is no, but let me still ask him or her, and maybe they'll find a way to get it for me. Like, so there's that drama, but it is what it is. It just comes with the territory. But overall, I think agency nursing is super cool. I wish that I had started it earlier, but that's that. Oh, you all, I meant to say another pro when it comes to money is that you're gonna get taxed less. So I have a video talking about tips on working while you're in nursing school. And one of the tips is basically to like kind of diversify where your money is coming from, because they're going to take out less taxes. So they're going to tax you more on an overtime check at your regular job. Say you did an overtime check and you made $2,500. That's going to be heavily taxed compared to you working agency and you made like $500. They're going to take out less taxes. So it's like you see your money more when you pick up agency, because you're not making as much money as you would doing your primary job, if that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense to you all. All right. I hope you all found this video helpful. Thank you for voting on what video you wanted to see. Let me know if you have any more video requests. Like I said, I will be posting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And you all, we are at 25K. Yay! Thank you all so much for supporting my channel. I am looking forward to 50K. So continue to subscribe, to like, to comment, to share it with your friends, share it on your social media, share it with your classmates, your teacher, whomever. And as always, thank you so much. And like I stated earlier, go check out YourFavNurseB.com for nursing school templates. Go ahead and subscribe to the website, and I'll be putting out more content for you all. Thanks again for watching. Peace.